Hi there, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about the 5 card for the major arcana. So we went over all the 5 cards for the minor arcana. The minor arcana more so stands for kind of everyday or like weekly scenarios, more smaller scale themes, while the major arcana can stand for themes that might last for years or an extended period of time. Or the major arcana might be something so big as it's connected to a much larger scale than just one individual. I have found that come up for me as well. So that's kind of the simple difference between the minor and major arcana when it comes to tarot cards. But today we're going to go over again the major arcana card for 5, which is the Hierophant. And so let's just kind of look at this card, see what's going on. So first off, we see this person, right, in a red robe with a headpiece, holding it's not a scepter, but it looks like one, and I don't know what I would call it. And beside them are 2 pillars. They're seated in like a throne, if I haven't already said that. And then there's 2 people down at their feet, 2 monks with their cute little bald heads, and then a key, 2 keys. So first of all, I would just like to say this card has some similarities with other cards in the tarot that might give us some sense as to what themes might be kind of prevalent for all of the cards that come across with some similarities as this Hierophant card. So some of those similarities are the pillars, which is depicted in like the High Priestess, but also the red robe and the throne, the crown, and the scepter sort of thing, which are all depicted in the Emperor and Justice card. Except the Justice card has a sword instead. They're all holding something. And all are crowned, all in red, all on a throne. The difference in this card is the combination of these features, along with the fact that it's just a different card in itself and unique. But you can see the combination of these features, like the columns and the robe all put together, as well as the followers, the monks, which are completely unique to this card, as well as the keys. So, and the kind of religious regala as well. This person is kind of like a priest or a pope, a bishop, someone that's really religiously influential. And if you look back in history, we know that religious leaders were in the past extremely influential. Why they were so influential, one of the reasons was that they held knowledge, and they also held this ability to condemn people or to try to set them on the right path. They kind of had this very they had this moral significance over the community. And so this is what I see in this card. They have the power, this figure has the power to pass down knowledge or withhold knowledge, they also have incredible influence over people, incredible influence over their beliefs and how they see the world, what they regard as right and wrong, and therefore their actions and even their thoughts. So this is an extremely powerful individual we're looking at. So this card is about someone who is extremely influential, is in a place of power and authority. And so there's two ways this card can go. This could represent a teacher in our lives. It could be someone who is wise, who is in touch with knowledge and can pass it down to us. As they're a person of great learning, this Hierophant figure would be the most knowledgeable, or one of the most knowledgeable people in their community. And so it can represent just a very knowledgeable person, whether that's through learning or through experience. So this card might mean an importance to listen to this person of knowledge. That's what these pillars represent in the key. They hold this knowledge that they're able to pass down or keep. They're able to lock it or unlock it. So when we look at this card, we also get this traditional piece. So sometimes we get thrown into tradition and we just kind of follow it, even if it's not fitting to us. But sometimes it might be. So it might be about this importance of keeping tradition, but it also might be about something else. I feel like this card also asks us, who is in authority in our lives? Is it this figure that is withholding things from us, that is taking too much power, as many religious figures in the past have done and maybe even do today? People that are taking things from us, taking our power, our money, and our values, places where they don't need to go and that are not helpful for us. And so I feel like this card is also very relevant in asking us, which path are we choosing to follow? Are we following someone else's path that they have influenced us to kind of prod us along and make us follow that path? Or are we following our own path and what we truly want and what we truly are? With the Hierophant, it could mean someone who is taking what is rightfully ours, the knowledge that is rightfully ours, and just in general larger things that are rightfully ours, like which path we want to take, what traditions we want to follow, which culture we want to create, what knowledge and things do we want to know, what experience do we need to have to learn from. So I feel like this card asks me to follow my own path versus this external sort of way that is kind of set for all of us wherever we happen to be placed in life and in society. Because I feel like when we take our own path and when we decide to learn for ourselves, when we decide to set our own values, at least for me and my life experience, and when I really follow the traditions that are right for me and leave behind the ones that don't work, or create new traditions for myself, decide how I operate in culture, that is when I reach my more inner wisdom and like I become my own Hierophant sort of figure. I am now empowered versus having someone else empowered that I have to listen to and have to survive by, because they're the ones holding the keys. And so it's like me now holding the keys. So I feel like that's what this card asked me to do. It asked me to hold the keys to my own religion, my own spirituality, my own life path, my own values, my own moral rules. And so I feel like this card can go a lot of ways, really. It can mean, who are we following? Are we following ourselves? Are we following somebody else that is not being very helpful to us? It can also mean, again, learning from other people and actually following other people. Or, and that can be in more than one sense. It can be a teacher. It can be just a person in our lives that we kind of learn from and look up to. Or it can be actually maybe like a religious figure. And so I feel like this card asks us to be in check with that. Where are we in regards to what we follow right now? And if what we're following is taking our power away, or if it's empowering us. The Hierophant is telling us to wear the crown, hold the thingy that they're holding, and listen to ourselves. Those two guys can be the parts of ourselves listening to this part of ourselves. I don't know. So I feel like, too, on some level, if we kind of take our own path and go our own way, that it also kind of gives us this experience and this knowledge that we wouldn't otherwise have, that might be useful for other people to listen to, and that might gain us even more respect and admiration. I just hope that you are able to listen to yourself and your inner wisdom, and that you're able to follow your true path, because that is maybe what we're all meant to do in the end anyways. And your path is special to you. I see beauty in that. Because we're all people, you know, with our own paths and our own stories. I just want to say before we end this that, of course, if you don't think that that definition resonates for the Hierophant, that's really good, because that means that you listen to yourself. So you're already practicing my own definition for it anyways. I just hope in watching this that you were able to take what was helpful and leave what wasn't helpful. That's what I say every time. I just invite you to share your own definition for the Hierophant card, what you see it as meaning, and I would love to listen to other people's ideas about this. Also, you can, if you want, you can like and subscribe. That's always an option. And I want to thank you for watching this. Also, I just want to say, I hope that you're able to do the Hierophant thing, listen to yourself, and believe in yourself. Know that you are worthy to follow your own path. We all are, as people. We all are worthy to follow our own path, to pave our own way, and to learn from our own experiences, to hold our own values, to participate in the traditions and cultures that we desire. And so I'm just saying, You got this. I hope it doesn't rain too hard on us. The weather forecast predicts rain, and it's already happened to some extent. But remember, it won't rain forever, so enjoy it while it lasts, even if it's cloudy and we can't see the sun. Quite dreary. Okay, anyways, stay dry. Stay... Okay, bye.